Hi, I'm Karen with CK Customs PA. I'm also an admin on the Facebook group Cricut Help Desk Unofficial. In this video, we're going to look at what to do right after you've purchased or downloaded an image to use with your Cricut cutting machine. You may have purchased an image or a file from Design Bundles, Etsy, or some other similar type site. When you do this, it's going to download a digital file that's going to include several different types of files within it. You may have an SVG, a PNG, an EPS, a DXF, an AI, a PDF, and or a JPEG. We're going to take a look at what to do with those. Once you download the file, it will go straight to your downloads folder, assuming you're on a Windows computer. And the first thing you'll need to do is to unzip the file. I'm going to go ahead and open up my downloads folder, see if I have any in there that are currently zipped. I do. So to unzip them, you need to right-click and look for some type of unzipping software. I have a few on my machine that allow me to extract. So I'm going to go ahead and do extract files. Choose where I want them to be saved to, and click OK. There are many programs that allow you to unzip a file, and even one that's included with Windows, so no need to do any extra purchasing. Wherever you've saved that file is where you'll want to start looking next to understand what you got. I do have a file here on my desktop that I've already unzipped. As you can see here, there are many files with the same name, such as paw_heart3. You have to understand the differences between each one. What may make that easiest is to see the file extension of these. To do that, go to View at the top and make sure that File Name Extension is checked. You'll now instantly see that you can see the file extensions at the end of each name. So what do these mean? They each are a different type of file with a different purpose. The ones you're going to be most commonly using with Cricut Design Space are SVG, PNG, and JPG. It may also read JPEG, and that's the same. So why so many different file types? Your SVG is going to be your image in pieces. That's the easiest one to allow you to modify your design, moving elements around, changing colors. Each piece will be its own part, and we'll take a look at that in Cricut Design Space. The PNG are commonly known for not having a background on the image. However, the image itself is very similar to a welded image. All the parts are going to be connected together and not in pieces for you to separately modify. The third one, the JPG or JPEG, is commonly referred to as JPEG. This will have a solid background on it and is really a perfect use for a print then cut to make something like a sticker. Let's go ahead and get into Cricut Design Space. No matter which file type you're planning to use, the first step in here will be to go to Upload on the left, click Upload Image, and go ahead and browse for the file you'd like to use. I'm going to go ahead to my desktop into that same folder and see here all these different options. Now, one little cheat sheet I like to use is to change the view, because the JPEGs and the PNGs are going to let you see a little preview, even if you're intending to use that SVG file. To do this, I'm going to click this little Change Menu button, and I'm going to go to the large icons. Now I can see a little preview of the pictures. You can scroll through them to find the one that you want to use. Let's go ahead and do this Paw Script Love. In this one, let's go ahead and grab the JPEG and click Open. Now, if you remember from when we started, I said that your JPEG is going to have a solid background and be perfect for print then cut to make something like a sticker. As you can see here in the preview, it has that solid white background. And if you did a print then cut, it would only cut around the edge of that white area. Let's go back and select a different file type. Again, I'm going to browse. Let's go ahead and pull up the large icons. Not the same file. Let me navigate to the same file. And let's scroll back down to that same set. So the PNG, as we discussed in the beginning, is not going to have a background. And the black that you see on here is actually indicating there is no background on this one, but it is, like I said before, a welded image. So if I click on that one, you can see there is no background to this. But if I go ahead and continue all the way to add this one to my canvas, let's go ahead and jump through these, you can see that it's a single design. Even if I make it a cut image or a print then cut, let's go ahead and leave it as a print then cut and put it onto the canvas, you will clearly see there's no background, as you can see the grid all the way through, but on the right side you can see it as a single object, like we talked about how it's basically a welded object. If I change this to a cut file, it's all going to be one piece, and you will not be able to change the colors unless you're going to duplicate and contour it, which you can see how to do in another video. Lastly, let's look at the SVG. Most likely, if you search for this video, you are interested in how to upload an SVG. So to do that, you click Upload and Upload Image. Again, browse and navigate to where you've stored and saved the file. And I'm going to scroll back down to the bottom, and I can see here by the names, even though you cannot see the preview on the SVG, because we've shown the file extension and it has the same name as the ones that we've been looking at, I know this is the SVG I'm looking for. I'm going to click Open. You don't have to do any background clearing when you upload the SVGs. You can name it and add any optional tags and click Upload. Select it and insert it onto your canvas. And you'll see that when this one comes in, I do have multiple layers. This could allow me to change the colors of the individual parts. I could choose to ungroup them and just pick pieces to manipulate. Maybe I just, for some reason, want this to be adjusted to be more straight. You can move them around. You can add additional parts. You can duplicate them. This is where you get to use the individual pieces of the design that you have purchased and make it your own. I hope this helped you understand what to do with those downloaded files. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Happy crafting!